Hi everyone, and welcome to your week. This is going to be your weekly energy forecast for the week of the 3rd through the 9th of February. And I've already pulled out the cards. I hope you guys are doing well and that you're starting the week on a good note. I'm going to start with Oracle cards, okay? And we have the card of Serendipity and the card of All That Glitters. Okay, Serendipity came out in the reverse, so usually this is a protection message in the book. Okay, so what this is looking like to me is something that you've run across, okay, that has been like really wonderful. It's just like not the right timing, or it's not the right moment or the right person, or things are not necessarily turning out the way that you thought. You thought, oh my God, I struck gold. I feel like I won the lottery. But for some reason, with this card being in the protection position, it's saying that this is leading you to something that you need to see, observe about yourself, some lesson that you need to learn, okay? Because it seems like it's hard right now. Like there's blockages, like there's things that are not allowing you to enjoy that lucky break or whatever fortunate situation or serendipitous situation you have stumbled upon, okay? So with the All That Glitters card, this is about not everything that glitters is gold, literally, okay? It's saying that, just because something is shiny, something is catching our attention, something seems really good to be true, doesn't necessarily mean that it is, okay? So this is really about going deeper, okay? Not focusing only on the superficial where it looks really good on the outside, okay? So it's about diving deeper and getting to know more of the situation, getting to know somebody better, really, diving in there and finding more information, okay? Being informed and really finding out if this is really such a good thing. Okay, so let's go with the tarot. I pulled out the cards already, like I said. At the bottom of the deck, which is my overall energy, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, and what this is telling me is that there is some sort of hidden agenda here. Okay, who could you be fooling? Are you fooling yourself? Is somebody else fooling you? Okay, the Seven of Swords is a card of deceit. It's a card of false mask. It's a card of somebody trying to gain or advance at someone else's expense. Okay, so Seven of Swords is the overall energy. Okay, it could also indicate some sort of self-sabotage here. It could also indicate somebody trying to run away, sneak out of a situation and not really doing it in the best way, okay, possible. It could be, like I said before, people with hidden agendas trying to manipulate events to their own advancement, to their own best outcome, okay? Now, as we start the week, we have the Eight of Swords. So Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords to begin the week with. This is a card that has been reoccurring lately, and what it lets me know is that we are creating this sort of fear or some sort of stuck mentality because of overthinking. Okay, there's a situation you could be going over and over and over in your head, and you're feeling like it's hopeless and you can't see the way through it. You can't see the way out of it. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? But let me tell you, you have the sun right after. look at the contrast between these two cards, okay? So the sun has this person here depicted as somebody that is very aligned, very zen, somebody that is there in meditation. So to me, this is a message about coming into alignment, okay? And what do I mean with that? I mean that your mind, your body, your emotions are all in the same page, okay? They're all on the same page. So this is bringing yourself to a place where you can get out of your head and drop into your heart, okay? Drop into your heart space. Know that this situation is not as hopeless as you may think, okay? With the Sun card, there comes this clarity. And also, I am getting the message that you should feed your soul, you should feed yourself, you should nourish yourself, okay? The Sun brings growth and expansion, okay? So, and it brings also joy, and you know, you can tell just by looking at this card, it's joy, happiness, okay? But it's also growth. So there's something here that, you know, we could be really just fearing, just feeling like there's no way out, and it's really just an illusion. And the Sun is trying to come and highlight that everything is going to be all right, no matter how hopeless it may seem. This is just sometimes the tricks that our mind plays when we keep replaying things in a loop, okay? So really get out of your head, drop into your heart, find something that brings you joy and that makes you smile, okay? Now, with the Four of Emotions coming out, the Four of Cups, okay? This is a card about facing some sort of disappointment, okay? Or, you know, like feeling some sort of detachment here emotionally, feeling like you've gone through some sort of disillusion, rejection, just somebody maybe like that you want to be near and you really can't, and this is causing that sort of distance, okay? Now, what this card suggests is that we shift our focus, because when we tend to stay stuck in what has gone wrong or sort of like what's missing, we're coming from a place of lack thereof, of what's really lacking or what's really missing, okay? Which the Sun is saying there's nothing that you're missing. Everything is within you. That's why it depicts this person in meditation, just like dropping into their emotional space and being in this peaceful place and not coming from this place of what was and didn't really pan out the way that I expected it to, okay? It's just like waiting. It's almost like waiting in vain. It's that Bob Marley song, I don't want to wait in vain for your love. It's like really thinking about maybe something that you've done. Maybe you let yourself down. Maybe you're being too hard on yourself, and this is why this Eight of Swords keeps coming up. It's the mind, the thoughts that are like ruling your present moment, and all of your power is always in the present moment. It's not in what was, and it's not in what will be, okay? So it's really bringing that focus to the now. And the Four of Cups also, you see how this person is focusing on these three cups, but there's this one huge cup right here, and to me is sometimes neglecting what is really important, okay, and what is really going right in your life, okay? It's almost like focusing on something from the past that really let you down, and all the experiences and all the love that could be coming in and all the good things and the blessings are being ignored because of this focus of what went wrong. Okay, it's like focusing on the negative, okay, and escaping to see what's truly important, or what's really going right. Okay, so next we have the card of the Muse of Materials, and in this deck, this is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is a very grounded energy. Okay, this is an energy of thinking about things in a very practical way, methodical way. It's making good decisions for yourself. It's really about your sense of value and what you give energy and effort, what you give energy, what you give focus to, what you put your effort into. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is a very trustworthy person. Okay, so when it has to do with energy, I feel like you should really trust yourself and the steps that you're taking. Okay, this is about taking steps that are going to be good for you in the long term. Okay, because Pentacles to me represent years, and they represent safety, and they represent stability. Okay, so it's about not being so much in that emotion of what disappointed you, but grounding yourself and centering yourself back into what's really important and what you place value into, and how the value should be placed on you, but also on what's truly going to be nurturing you and creating this sort of safety for you, and this really paving the way. And I love that it's this card, the King of Pentacles, is depicting this bridge that is going into this place of light. Okay, so again, it's like coming out of your mind and those dark thoughts and the things that you could be fearing and doubting in yourself because of the replay that you have going on in your head. So really think about what your inner narrative is. Okay, what is the story that you're telling yourself? What kind of words are going through your mind? Okay, just really look at your thoughts just for a couple of hours and see how this either helps you or hinders you. Okay, so next card, last card, is the Fool. And the Fool is a card about not worrying about the outcome, not worrying about expectation. It's really a card about living in the present moment and taking calculated risks, starting over. This is a reboot, a fresh start. Okay, but for many of you, this could be about taking a leap of faith. Okay, this could be about starting something new. And the Fool is the number 0 card in the tarot, so it's the beginning of a journey. Okay, so what I love about the Fool card is the outlook the outlook on life. It's very freeing. It's about ridding yourself of whatever is really heavy, okay, whatever is burdening, and it's having a more positive outlook on life. Okay, and it's not about being foolish. It's about really placing your focus on what's important and not being afraid. Okay, not being afraid of the next step. Okay, and not worrying about what already happened. Okay, so that is what I have for you this week. I hope that this message serves you well. I love you all. Keep liking, favoring, and sharing, and I will see you for my next videos. Take care.